So final round of day 1. Finally I'm able to get this through. After this I'm going to watch some anime, but for now we are going to go ahead and watch Pure Yummy versus Mitsuyumi, and honestly I think the advantage no matter what falls with Mitsurugi Yummy. Even if the Yummy player goes full combo, as long as, oh my god, that's hilarious. As long as the, oh shit, this is Nesh, bruh. I didn't know that Nesh was in this YCS. Okay, X2 though, unfortunate. Man. So, yeah, I don't think he taught then, because, again, this is X2 on day 1. And I did see a tweet where I think he said he wasn't happy with his performance, so I think this is what he was referencing to. But, you know, it's fine. If it's Nesh, it's going to be good gameplay, so we'll see exactly what's going to happen here. So Alberto did get hit with the Ghost Bell on the minion, but he did have an extra Marshmallow, so he was able to still go full combo. Here he added Cookie and the Cupsy, and then Alberto discarded the Purge. Now, here we see a misplay from Alberto. This is probably why he's X2. He, instead of making Snatchy with the Cupsy Yummy Way, he decided, you know, that he's going to summon out the Cupsy outright and not have the way to dodge Imperm. Now, the Cupsy still gained value because he was able to use his effect at this point and, you know, bring out 2 bodies. But not having the quick play spell is really going to hurt. So here we did see him attempt to synchro summon or link with the Snatchy plus Marshmallow. Took back the play. You want to be careful. Even in these high tier events, there can always be a judge that can tell you, hey, no, commit to your play. So we're going to see him go ahead and now make Lollipo after making Snatchy first. Bring back 2 bodies, which is going to allow him to get to the Metal Marcher. This is going to bring back the Tuner, which is the Lollipo. And, I mean, this is a little bit of an awkward way to do these things because the Lollipo's effect's now negated. Now, he can still synchro with it using Snatchy, but if he wants to use the Lollipo effect, it's negated. So it's not going to resolve whatsoever. At least as of right now. So, yeah, I don't know why he ended up doing this play. Maybe take some lessons in Yummy 101. But he's going to link off with it anyways and make a Snatchy, then special summon out the Cookie. And from here, you know, probably going to pass with this. I think he has another Purge in hand because he did discard it. So we'll see if this is enough for him to win the game or not. Now all Nesh has to do is just deal with the Herald, and once that's done, you know, he wins. But he's showing people what he drew. Did he potentially draw poorly, or what's going on here? Well, we're going to see him activate Prep of Rights, or pre-prep I should say. We're probably going to see Herald here negate the activation. Or not. He's actually going to use Ghost Bell instead. Okay, so that's it for cards in hand for Alberto. Now he's going to activate Habakiri, which is going to get negated by the Herald of the Arclight. And if he doesn't have any other Mitsurugi plays, I think he loses. I think there was a Ghost Bell in Nesh's hand, so he would only have one more card to play with, which is a minion, and I think that's game. So, packing up his cards, and we'll go to game number 2. So yeah, Nesh really needed one of those cards to resolve, and unfortunately they both got negated, so here hopefully we can see a better game, you know, than the last one for Nesh. I think he opened up Cookie and pre-prep, no bricks in hand, hopefully. Okay, let's see. I think you just start with the pre-prep now, but then you play into the Droll. I don't know, maybe you go Cookie instead. Looks like he's gonna utilize one of those extra Ash Blossoms potentially for Almirage, but it does play worse into Molchami Fualos. looks like he's going to commit to that play anyway. So does Alberto have the Fua here? Even if he did, Nesh does have an Ash Blossom additional in hand, so it won't be too bad, but still, having to use too many resources will suck. So here, he is now going to be able to Synchro Summon with the Almirage and the Cookie in order to go ahead and make the Cupsy Yummy. Will this Cupsy Yummy be interacted with? Alberto will use Dominus Purge as Chainlink 2. Nesh can go ahead and go for the Cupsy effect, or he can let this resolve and then go Snatchy into Minion if he wants to continue. So, looks like that will be the case here. Linking off into the Snatchy effect will place the field spell, and it does not get stopped. Sorry for the yawns. It is 3 o'clock on this Thanksgiving day, and I just can't wait till I go back to sleep later. That's really all I'm waiting for. So Minion going to bring out the Cookie back from the graveyard, and now he's going to Synchro again for the Lollipo. I wonder if he's going to try to set up a Herald before he goes for his Mitsurugi plays, or if he's going to just do this preemptively. Well, we'll find out later. So here we're going to see the Starham be activated. Starham effect will discard, looks to be a Ghost Bell to special summon back out the Cookie here. And then from here he will Synchro into the Herald of the Arclight. Is it going to be in the extra monster zone? And the answer is yes. Now I'm interested to see... Well, no, he had to go for the Starham here, right? Because he doesn't have any more level 1. So no, yeah, this makes sense. Right now, I think what Nesh is really going to want to look for is... probably to make Zombie Vampire later. And hopefully get a Cupsy from his effect. Maybe mill in a few other Yummy monsters so that he can have them in rotation. At least that would be ideal. So here he's going to go ahead and tribute Aramasa and Kusanagi, which would be Chainlink 1 and 2 respectively to add back the spell, and then to resolve the addition of a monster here. Let's see. From here he adds the Habakiri and the Ritual to the hand, and now he can go ahead and Ritual Summon one more time. If he wants to play a little bit better around the Biru, he can tribute the Habakiri instead of the Murakumo for the Futsu to summon it from the deck, and then get the Ritual spell. That way, even if he gets the Biru, the Murakumo effect will be able to stay live, so that he can bring it back, search, and destroy the Nibiru on the field. Not that he has to play it like that, but if he wants to, obviously. So from here, Habakiri summoned Saji, tributed the Gravity Controller. Probably not able to Synchro Summon, right? So, yeah, that is done so he can make IP. But at this point, Alberto is not going to be able to play further. So he scoops it up, and we will jump to game number 3. Alright, this is going to be the final game of round number 9. And I think the final round for day 1. So... here, it looks like he showed the judge again what his hand is, so I do see a couple of Molchummy monsters on there. Could be Fua and Perulia, but we're going to see what happens here in just a moment. So here we see Engage for Hornet Drones into the token, into the Kagari. From here, Kagari effect will go ahead and grab out the Hornet Drones again, and then summon out another token. From here, Nesh will drop a Fualos, which gets hit by Ash, and then he chains the second Fualos as Chainlink 3. So, unfortunately, Alberto having to play into the Fua here, but that's fine. The deck has a respective end board decision against Fualos, so it's not impossible to win, but... he will at least give Nesh 2 draws, which will mitigate the discards of the 2 Fua that he had to drop here. So it looks like he grabs Marshmallow and Cupsy. And will he make a Link 1 first before summoning the Cupsy in hand? And It looks like he wants to, but decides to not do so. So goes ahead, special summons a Cupsy, and this time Nesh does not have a Imperm to stop the Cupsy search. So a big win for Alberto here, to be honest. From here, we see the Snatchy be Link summoned for by using the Cupsy, the regular Cupsy. And will he go ahead and use the effect to place the field spell? If he wants, he could place a Croaky, and he does. So from here, he is safe from the Biru, and then he goes for the surprise, probably summoning out the Marshmallow, right? Yeah, and then adding it back to his hand on the new Chain Link here. And that's gonna be it for Alberto. So Nesh, 6 card in hand in this upcoming draw. So let's see what he can do here. And he draws into a Cupsy. So I don't think Alberto has any floodgates here, and even if he does, they won't be that effective because the Yummy deck still plays enough, you know, light beast in the extra deck to mitigate things like a rivalry or a Gozen match here. So here we're going to see the Mitsurugi ritual be activated to summon probably from the hand. No warning, it looks like. No anti-spell either. Is he going to respond with a hand trap? And the answer is going to be no. So he tributes Futsu from the hand, so he's going to summon Murakumo from the deck. Which is going to allow him to chain block the Futsu here and have the Murakumo blow up all the monsters on the board. At least potentially, because Nesh does have to worry about the surprise plus the summon from a Kuroki, so it's not like he's free from any further interruptions, but this is going to help him at the very least in the long run, and it looks like it will, as it blows up all the monsters, and then Futsu adds the Habakiri from deck to the hand. Now Alberto is going to go Chainlink 1, a Kuroki, to special summon from the deck, Chainlink 2, Murakumo to attempt to negate. I'm pretty sure Alberto is going to discard a card. If he does it, then his best play is to summon out the Cupsy with the surprise and wait on the next interaction, but then he loses to the attack declaration. So I think he has to actually go ahead and discard a card to resolve this. And he will. Or no, I guess not. Looks like he's going to activate Droll on Chainlink 2. No, 3. It would be 3. Chainlink 4, called by Chainlink 5, Ghost Bell, and then, yeah, it looks like he will discard the minion here. And what's it called? Let's see. Discards minion. Droll resolves. So, yeah. Basically, all Nesh has to worry about is a Cookie summon. Could also be a Lollipo, but I think Cookie would be the most likely target here. So, I think Albert's going to want to summon Lollipo. Yep. And then Lollipo can shuffle back the Mitsurugi Ritual back to the deck. That way, Habakiri can summon Kusanagi and add it back to the hand. Okay, but he decides to shuffle back the Futsu instead. I'm trying to think of whether or not this is good or not, but I guess it's fine, actually. Because Nesh cannot search, right? So it's not as if he can add back the Ritual spell and then Ritual for Habakiri and then get the Murakumo back on field. So actually, that was fine. I still would have still done the Ritual spell because it just locks him out of being able to add any form of ritualing again, but it's okay. So here, Nesh is going to activate his own Kuroki. So now if any monster leaves his field, he can summon a Mitsurugi monster, a Yummy monster from his deck here. Alberto, thinking on the activation of the Habakiri effect. Again, it's likely just going to be summon Kusanagi, tribute Kusanagi to add back the Mitsurugi ritual. And he already summoned from deck, so he can't go ahead and try to summon from there again. From here, Kusanagi is tributed, and then he goes ahead and adds the ritual spell to the hand. And let's see if It looks like he's just gonna summon out the Cupsy. So the ritual spell is activated. Again, the Mirakumo, if it gets tributed, cannot summon itself back. Oh, but you know what? He can just summon from the hand by tributing from the deck. That's right. How did I forget about that? See, this is actually, this makes way more sense than, yeah, now he should have shuffled back the ritual spell unless Lollipop can only target monsters. If so, then that's just a misinterpretation on my end. Now, from here, Nesh could go for the zombie vampire. We'll see if that ends up being the case here. Let me see, Lollipo. No, it says target one card in the opponent's graveyard. So, yeah, no, he should have sent back the ritual spell. Because now he has to worry about these two big bodies doing something like, yeah, again, the zombie vampire. So I think if I'm Alberto, I'm definitely summoning out the Snatchy and then going for a cookie and then praying that Nesh doesn't have anything more from here. So here comes a surprise, bringing out the Snatchy, and then Snatchy should pay 100 here on resolution to synchro summon to the cookie, and then he could also do chain link to a Croaky to pop the a Croaky field spell on Nesh's side. But honestly, is not gonna matter here. Unfortunately, Nesh does have a Cupsy. Fortunate for him, though. And so he should win wholeheartedly. Well, actually, not all the way, right? He does have the Croaky pop still. I guess it's technically either player's game at this point in time. So it's not completely over for Alberto. Here we see Cupsy, normal summon, and I don't think he wants to Snatchy effect, because if he gets hit with the Croaky, he will be able to add back a monster. Not add back, but summon one from the deck in case it uses his effect, but it looks like, I might be wrong, it looks like on summon he will go ahead and place the minion field spell. I guess this is fine. You will have to do it eventually, right? So might as well. So he's going to go ahead and... Oh, no, okay. So he does not do it. Nice. So here, he special summons a second copy of Cupsy. And now he's going to Synchro or Link. Looks like he's going to make... Lollipo. Okay. I was thinking maybe he would have summoned out the cookie so that he could go ahead and crash on the cookie, but this is also a fine play here. So cookie is going to be chain link 3 to summon back out Snatchy and Marshmallow more than likely. Oh no. Looks like it might be the Cupsy Yummy Wave. Oh, now he's changing his target. You can't do that, man. I mean, you can, I guess, if the judges don't call you out on it. Okay, looks like the judges did call him out. So, he will summon out the Snatchy and the Marshmallow. From here, a Croaky should resolve popping. Yep, there we go. And then he summons out 2 bodies. So, Cookie and... Or, I'm sorry, Cupsy and Cupsy. Now, from here, if he wants, he can go ahead and Marshmallow effect. So this is really good on Nesh's part. Now he doesn't have to worry about the Croaky pop. So even if Alberto goes for his own Lollipo, it won't matter. So he grabs out the Yummy. And now from here, all Nesh has to do is just attack over these monsters once he makes the Snatchy. So... let's see how he wants to do this. He could leave the Lollipo on field and just go for, yeah, a Link this way. And then he could go SP Little Knight to banish the Marshmallow. Or does he banish minion? It might be banish minion. We'll see. So here comes the Yummy Amusement minion, and then he should summon back out a level 1. All of these monsters currently are gaining, what, 15? Yeah, 1500 as of right now. And now he's going to go ahead and summon out the Cupsy from the graveyard. At least he should. Looks like he's taking his time thinking about this. I think this game is secured for Nesh. So Nesh decides not to summon out with the minion, decides to just go straight into battle. This is going to be 27 over 600. Yeah, so, oh no, never mind. Alberto has Light Beast on his field. So this is actually going to be 3k. So this is going to be 32 over 600. Now Nesh is going to go ahead and attack into the Marshmallow with the Lollipop. And then attack for, what, 2100 directly. So why didn't he summon back out with the minion? Unless you can't have the same body on board, but I don't think that's the case. He's looking through his graveyard. And instead of summoning back out a body with the minion, he's going to just go ahead and make SP Little Knight, which, in my opinion, should banish the either the minion or the Marshmallow, and it will be minion here. Croaky is going to go ahead and put back a Snatchy and a Cupsy. Puts it on the bottom. Wait, no, this is not how the card... Does it shuffle back or does it put on the bottom? We're going to go ahead and read it. Yeah, it puts him onto the bottom of the deck, so he would get a warning for playing that weirdly there. Oh well. Oh, okay, looks like they caught it, yeah. The minion and the Cupsy should both be at the bottom of the deck. Technically, yes, he should shuffle though, just because he did go through his deck, so the opponent should eventually cut it. But yeah, those two cards will go to the bottom. Now from here, it looks like Alberto draws for turn and unfortunately opens up Cookie. So he opened up another body on top of this. Doesn't use the effect, of course, otherwise the SP Little Knight can banish it. And instead of deciding to play, he goes for a Typhon. That's pretty good. That's going to attack over the Lollipop. And then from here, he can choose to bounce the SP, but it'd be to no avail, because now this turn he gets to flip up the Mitsurugi monsters back to attack mode. Okay. Yeah, I think Nesh missed out on a summon from the minion here, but I guess I'll review the footage and correct myself later in the off chance that he did in fact use it. I just don't think he did, but we'll see. Okay, so now that both of the monsters are flipped over, one thing that he could do is just attack the Typhon, or in this case he is just going to go straight for a Dynamondo, which is going to target the Typhon and target... Oh, you know what? That's crazy, because at this point Alberto has to go ahead and activate the surprise here to Reborn, otherwise the Mirakumo can negate it. So yeah, He summons out the Cupsy. This puts back the cards back into the deck. Okay. And now, all he has to do is just attack over for game, essentially. Well, almost. Oh, that's funny. This is giving him a Link 1. And yeah, that's GG. Because the moment the Cupsy uses his effect to summon 2, Murakumo negates and Alberto has no cards in hand. So that is GG's. Awesome. Good job to Nesh. I think his turn 1 on game 3 could have been played just slightly better, only for reborning. But again, I'm going to review the footage, and if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.